Morning guys, TFIF, thank fuck it's Friday, and weather is absolutely crap today. It's sort of really sunny, really rainy, really sunny, really rainy, and in fact that pretty much dictates the weather for the last couple of weeks, well probably 3 or 4 weeks, which is very annoying because we've had an absolutely fantastic summer and we get into August, which should really be the best month of all, and it totally goes to shit. But that is the English weather for you. This weekend I've got Dom Mac Mixing coming over to stay for a night on his way through to IFA, or IFA or whatever you want to call it, over in Berlin. So really looking forward to meeting up with Dom. Also, it is pretty much a month to the day where I leave for my holiday in Mexico, where, as you guys know, most of you, I'm going to be getting married as well. So I leave on the 30th of September, around, I think it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and then we come back a couple of weeks later, just slightly more than 2 weeks I think actually, and we get married on the 4th of October. Now I'm going to do my best to vlog as much of this as I possibly can for those of you that give a shit, which actually quite a few of you have asked me for, so that's really nice to kind of have that feedback. And yeah, the wedding, it's a funny thing really, because obviously I'm quite old to get married. I'm 36 years old. Most people get married much younger than me. But I don't know how to kind of put it. It's a very serious thing really for me. Now I know I've had a child in a previous relationship, which really is more serious, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I think because my parents have been married such a long time, and so has my whole family really, in terms of sort of partners, uncles, aunties, you know, all this. So I've kind of been brought up with a situation where marriage is sort of pretty important, and I guess that's why it's taken me so long to sort of finally bite the bullet and go through with it. So yeah, I don't know, it's a funny thing really. So many people look at marriage in so many different ways. A lot of people kind of just think it's a load of waste of time. Some people think it's the be all and end all. I suppose I'm probably somewhere in the middle of that. I guess where we want to start a new family, this time I'd just like to be married. I think that's the kind of most part of it really, to be honest. But anyway, that's a whole different discussion. The wedding itself is going to happen on a beach, literally on a beach. I have put some pictures up on Facebook and whatnot for you guys to see the exact location, so it should be really beautiful. Hopefully the weather will be nice. It's difficult to say in tropical climates whether or not it's going to piss down, but either way, so what, we're in paradise. So yeah, it should be good. In the build up to the wedding, there's been some stressful times. Most of it has been pretty much plain sailing, no problem whatsoever. For example, booking it, organising what we want and how we want it to look, and paying for it, and all this kind of stuff has all been pretty much fairly straightforward. We had some sort of delays on certain people as to whether they were going to come or not, like my sister, her husband and my nephew, because obviously she had a baby literally, what was it, a month ago or so, 2 months ago, and we didn't know whether or not you could take a newborn to Mexico and all that kind of stuff. But we've asked all the medical professionals and they all say absolutely no problem, it'll be wonderful for her, blah blah blah. So they kind of booked at the last minute, so I was always a little bit worried that my sister wasn't going to be there. And there's other people that aren't coming that should be there, not on my side of the family, but yeah, I mean, I can't go into too much detail, but it's absolutely unbelievable that they're not coming. How these people can call themselves their role in life, I don't know. It's just this. Some people must look upon children and parenting and stuff in a completely different way that I do. It still amazes me how people don't put their children before themselves, or anything else for that matter. I do, my parents do, and most of the people in my life do as well. But you know, that obviously doesn't take for all people, and yeah, there's been some upset along the way because of it. Not on my half. I mean, I could give a shit either way, really, to be honest. But you know, on Jade's half, there's been some kind of disappointment and upset and crying and tears and that. But she's over it now. She's kind of learned to accept that things are what they are. They're not going to change. They've always been that way, and they're going to continue to be that way. So yeah, that's kind of been the only sort of downer really in the build up to it. The rest of it has been pretty smooth sailing really, like I say. I would like to rant on and on about this for quite a long time, because it really kind of is a close subject to my heart, parenting and the way that people deal with their children and their priorities in life and stuff like that. But it would end up being very miserable, probably quite aggressive, and it would probably go on for several hours. So I'm not going to do that today. It is Friday. It's meant to be happy. It is happy. 1 month to go until I leave for Mexico on my holiday, and just over that until I get married. So it's a very, very exciting day for me, I've got to tell you. Sometimes when I just start thinking about that side of it, it just pisses me off a little bit. But it is what it is. I'm on my way to Heathrow. Not actually Heathrow, but around that area. Someone tweeted me yesterday and said, I work in Heathrow Terminal 4, can you meet me? But I'm not actually going to Heathrow. I'm just going to that general kind of vicinity for a meeting, 12 till 2, and then head home. I've got a conference call at 3 o'clock, and then it's the weekend pretty much, so looking forward to that. I've got training in the morning, and then my best mate Ben, who's my best man as well, is fighting tomorrow night at a show in a K1 fight, so really looking forward to that. Taking my cousin Gal as well, who I haven't seen for ages because he's so heavily under the thumb. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Gal, looking forward to watching my mate fight and some of the other fights as well. But that is pretty much how my weekend's going to go. Jade is off all weekend because she's got her hen do, so I won't see her all weekend. She's up in London and doing this and doing that, so yeah, it's going to be a funny weekend for me, but on with the day. So what's the time now? It is 4:30. I've just got home from work, had a good meeting today, had a good chat with one of my mates as well, and now I am home, and I've just stolen Jade's car, and I'm going to head off down the lake just to go and have a little chat with some of my pals, because I haven't seen them for a few days. So I'm going to head off down the lake, have a bit of a social, and enjoy the last little bit of Friday afternoon before it starts pissing down, because it's exactly what it looks like it's going to do. So as you can see, I've been down there quite a while, having a laugh with all my mates and that, and now I'm on my way home. Jade's out for a hen do. The house is going to be empty when I get in, so I think I will just chill out, watch some TV and get an early night ready for training in the morning. Anyway guys, it's been a great Friday. Hope you're having a good one too. I will see you after the weekend. Peace.